Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the USF Bulls and the Vikings. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Vikings headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That is not the way you want to start, with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Isaac. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First two plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. He makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Isaac. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he's in. Touchdown Bulls. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thompson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Maybe a crease. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Makes the catch. It's Alvarez. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Vikings, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lynch. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Vikings have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Running inside. It's Isaac. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USF.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he doinks it off the left upright. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Avery. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Snagged out of the air. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, and this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Quickly complete. Breaks it. Continues to fight for yards. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to throw it again. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Viking!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air. It's Van Buren. Throws to the tight end. And the timing just a hair off. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Isaac. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Off the RPO, complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running to Green. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Touchdown, Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take it.
Finding some room. At the 30, the 20, inside the... He is in! Touchdown, Viking! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Isaac. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're working that left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Bulls have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Van Buren. Firing toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got a man. It's Thompson. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
You and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Thompson. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that.
Makes the grab and room to run. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Vikings come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside. It's Avery. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast. And
touchdown, Viking! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will give them the lead. Oh, and it's no good, and we're still tied. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Right on target this time. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Under fire. Gonna take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Vikings.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Utah, taking on the number 13 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
And it's the Utes sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
They'll start this third quarter with a run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A spectacular one-hand grab. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking for space. It's Thompson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Across the 35. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Isaac. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, South Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thompson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using the quick game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the catch. It's Avery.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Oh, he makes the catch. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial out.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He's got it again. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got his man on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a 1st down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth, could be an alley. Good solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. That's caught. It's Sullivan. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Takes the handoff. It's Isaac. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Van Buren.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Finds his big tight end. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Isaac. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The play-action fake. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Isaac. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Punts it out of the air. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Vikings go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Rushes on him. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of...
He's got it! Touchdown, Viking! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They'll give it on the counter. Got room to work. Inside the 45. There's some room. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Last chance. Got to make it to the end zone. Can he stay on his feet? And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.